Your home for our Atlanta Falcons, Hawks, and Atlanta United. Your teams play here. Sports Radio 92.9, The Game.
Atlanta! What the hell was that? It's Dukes and Bell on Sports Radio 92.9 The Game. We start off every day and every hour by saying, hey, man. We got a lot to chop up, a lot to talk about over the next 4 hours. Tonight, we get a chance to hear Coach Art with the Coaches Show, and, of course, Dave Archer will have that, the player segment as well. But Mike Bell, I don't know if I've been as frustrated as watching this team play, this version of this Falcon team play so far this season. I know we're only 3 weeks in, and we were 2-0, and I get it. We're 2-1 now. But, guys, what was this offensive line doing? What were they attempting to do? And, Mike, the thing that really rubbed you and I the wrong way yesterday as we were texting back and forth, and I was saying to Mike, which I rarely say, I don't get this. I don't understand what we're trying to do. And what we mean by that, Atlanta, is where is the creativity with this offense? Last year, guys, we rushed for 2,700 yards. We were third in the league in rushing. Make the main thing the main thing. This is a better football team, allegedly, and yet, Mike, we ran the ball, 20 total times yesterday for, 44 yards. That's embarrassing. And more importantly, if the main thing is the main thing, Mike, why were we not attempting to run the football yesterday if that's supposed to be the main thing?
Yeah, I'm with you. And it was pretty much a close game. It wasn't really a blowout to that last touchdown. I mean, you were within it. It was either one or two possessions the whole way. So I felt for whatever reason, they never committed to the run off the jump, and then they abandoned it later. And you and I, as Carl and I were texting during the game, we thought, and we told you guys before the season, especially, we were out of camp, Bijan in the slot. If you can't, if they're jailbreaking over you, get the ball out, whoop, slant, quick hits. How about, more wide receiver screens? Use the athleticism. Where are the mismatches? Where was the imagination to counter what Detroit was doing? Because I get it. Some days your plan has to go out the window. You got to have a counter. And we had nothing. And Ritter, look, I said game manager earlier in the year. He looked like he couldn't even be a game manager in this game. His decision-making was terrible, and I understand that once the pressure just continuously wore him down, he was getting his guys killed out there. Sometimes just throw it away. Don't throw it to your player to get crushed by a linebacker or a safety. And then just the progression, it was just a whole thing. None of it made any sense to me. None of it.
He doesn't look comfortable in the pocket, and I understand why. You get sacked 7 times. I understand.
You're rattled.
Yes. But he hasn't looked comfortable even when he wasn't sacked 7 times. The posture, the poise, the footwork, Mike, he just doesn't look comfortable. That is my only complaint. And part of this is going back to camp when I was going, pull! Right. Let it go, Dez. Part of this is now we're getting pressure and you're still not letting it go. And so we're going to let you hear from Desmond Ritter as he was talking to Arch after the game yesterday. 404-726-0929. This was a complete embarrassment on every level. Caleb McGarry, you got your bag. Chris Lindstrom, you got your bag. Drew Dolman, I don't know what you were doing. Matthew Bergeron, we have high hopes for you, and we think you're going to be really good. You look like crap, too. Yep. Jake Matthews, you look like crap, too. Everybody on that offensive line is responsible. And here's the part, Mike. Again, we get back to Coach Art. Coach Art, come on now. Why are we calling a jet sweep to Bijan Robinson on a 3rd down? Mike, I hated that call.
Yeah,
I hated it.
I mean, look, we do that earlier, and look, I don't understand some of the commitment. Look, you want to keep Monis. Are you throwing to run? You kind of the reverse. Is that what the mindset was? I can understand some of that. But the play calling, there was no rhyme or reason to it. I thought we were way too cute. Let's play some power football.
Let's run.
Let's take some power football. And look, you want to overload on the line? Let's do that too. I mean, you got all these tight ends. Let's use them. I had a real hard time with this play calling. The Lions, by the way, gave up 31 to Geno Smith and company last week. They couldn't get any pressure on the quarterback. And they had, we talked about it all week, decimated with injuries, 2 of their starters on IR, and they looked like the 86 or 85 Bears. Just getting after it. And we knew Hutchinson, we knew what he could do, but who the hell is Brian Branch? I guess Brian Branch is the new Ronnie Lott.
Yeah,
because he was a one-man gang. So this one, I know the crowd's going to get into it. It's not the old Detroit. They're engaged. They expect something this year. but you were in this game, and you made some really dumb decisions to take you out. And I know the defense didn't get a lot of pressure on the quarterback, and there was a blown coverage. But if you hold an opponent on the road to 20, you're supposed to win.
20. Not 28.
No, 20. Maybe with the passing league, Carl, that the NFL is, maybe the number's going up to 25. But for the most part, it's accepted. You got to score at least 24 points to win. You hold your opponent to 20 on the road, you're going to win that game. And the offense did absolute garbage.
This was a complete crap show yesterday. That's what it was. A complete crap show. I've not seen this team respond under Arthur Smith the way they did, and I've not seen this coaching staff respond the way they did. Or maybe they didn't respond, Mike. They didn't respond. At halftime, I said it. Leave the offensive line in the locker room. They're not blocking anybody.
Right.
It was absolutely embarrassing. 404-726-0929. I don't understand why we're still searching for an identity when we had an identity last year and we weren't as good. Make the main thing the main thing. And I got to say this, Coach. We kind of came out as if you wanted to show everybody that Dez could throw the football. I don't care about that.
Right.
We don't have to prove anything to anybody. Come out and beat us. You know how you play? This is how we play. We're going to be physical. We're going to run the football down your throat. If you stop us, fine. But this is how we play, and we went completely away from that, Mike, at the start of the game because Dez throws the ball 38 times. Go look it up. Yeah. How many times has he thrown it 38 times? 0.
And we've told you this back in the summer. We can't have a 2-to-1 throw-to-run ratio. Now, at the end of the game, once you're down like 3 score, okay, now you're one-dimensional. This gets even worse. But you're right. And the other thing with Ritter is, I know they got 7 sacks, the Lions did. Some of those were him, 1001, 1002. You got, look, you're not going to, maybe, I know you don't have a rear view with mirrors on your freaking helmet, but you can't sit in the pocket and expect you're not going to get hit. So, I mean, it was the most exasperating game. I'm with you. Maybe the Pitts pick was stupid. Maybe it's just dumb and it didn't make a lot of sense, and we should have gone with a guy that actually didn't have a good day himself. Penei Sewell had a couple of penalties. But maybe we should have just drafted the best defensive or offensive lineman, whatever. But our identity, Carl just touched it. We have to run the football. And we run right at Hutchinson. We run right at those guys. And then maybe we go to play action. By the way, you doing play action in the fourth quarter? Who the hell's buying that?
Nobody.
It made no sense. Yes, let's add emotion to Ritter dropping back as the Lions are literally coming like the 82nd Airborne. I mean, what are you, nuts? I love Arthur, but that was a bad day in the office, man.
What a crap show this was.
Yes.
Okay? Follow Mike. He's Mike Bell, ATL. I'm at Put 'em Up. See Dukes. Follow the radio show at Dukes and Bell 929. And, of course, follow this radio station at 929 The Game. Stay up on everything that's going on. We're going to talk plenty about this. We will certainly open up the phone lines. I want you to hear something, though. You think we were surprised. The Lions went into this game thinking they were going to get the ball shoved down their throats. And I want you to hear Lions linebacker Derek Barnes. Okay? He also mentions Brian Branch, who Mike brought up, who had 11 tackles, 3 for loss, and was all over the field. But this was Derek Barnes, should I say, on the Zach Gelb show yesterday from CBS Sports Radio. Listen to what he says.
Yeah, we were super surprised. I mean, that's kind of, you expect that a team that you see run a lot, and, they kind of wanted to show us something different. And we kind of made them one-dimensional today, and I think that really helped us out. We expect them to come in and run. If you watch the film, you can tell the linebackers playing downhill because that's what we thought we were going to do, but we kind of just adjusted and understood what they were trying to get done. And obviously, kind of stopped them from doing that and making them, do things that they don't normally do. So that was very important for us.
You can stop it right there. That's Derek Barnes, starting linebacker for the Lions. We expected them, that's us, to come in and run the football. And they didn't. So we adjusted. But that's what they expected. All week they were like, man, we got to stop the run. And we went away from it because were we scared?
Right.
Mike, I don't get it. And I can't tell you how many times I said that to Mike yesterday. I don't understand this. Like, I don't get it. I am going to do what I do best, regardless of who the opponent is. And if you stop me, great. But I'm not going to shy away from what I'm great at. That is what we need to do. And yesterday we went completely away from that. Right. And that started this downhill spiral.
Pass 3 straight plays to start the game, 3 and out. And then we turn around. Defense gets a 3 and out. Right? And then we mix in some run. We're still passing way too much. You got to play. Carl just said it. It's not rocket science. You play to your strengths. Our personality is physicality because the line can go forward. The line can't go backwards. And I'm with you. He's a mainstay on this line. I don't know what's up with Lindstrom. He's having a terrible season so far.
Chris, you got your bag. Everybody stunk. on the O-line.